Okay, this is the main menu of the VC box. Um, Going up to the top right, you can see it as the weather, your internet connection, so you can confirm you're connected to the internet along with the time. The first row is Marketplace where you can buy stuff. There's a Google Play Store, so you can download apps and add them on here. There are some apps that are preloaded, such as Prime Video. This, you just log in with your Prime account and you can get all the content. Netflix is on here, but it does not work on this particular box. So if you try to log in with Netflix, it'll give you an error. But the good thing is, all of the Netflix content is on another app. Do not try to delete this app. It could cause problems. You're going to get errors if you do that. But as you can see, there are other apps here, and you can add whatever you want. It's just like an Android device or telephone. You can go through and add different apps. I added the NordVPN. I'll go through that in a separate video to talk about the advantages of a VPN, and if you want to add a VPN, how to do that and what it does for you. So going down, these are the primary apps that you would use. So Heat Live is all of your live content TV. So your local stations, all the national sporting events, and so on. Heat VOD is all movies and TV series, um, video on demand. So pretty much any movie you would ever want to watch. Heat Ultra has all of the streaming services such as Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, Roku, Hulu, Peacock, you name it. Backup is just that. It is a backup for some of these other content on here. Rarely have ever had to use that. Um, there is a browser on here. So this is Firefox. You can use it to browse and look up content, view it, whatever from your TV. Basically, this box is turning your TV into a super smart TV. There's a Wi-Fi analyzer, speed test. And I'm going to go through these apps here in a second, but I just wanted to show you real quickly some of the other options here. So these are the settings. You can go through, select system settings, such as your network, your account, so on. And I'm just using this remote control. Primarily, there's on the remote, there's arrows and an OK. Those are the primary buttons that you're going to be using. Launcher settings, software update. So this will automatically update, but you can also go out and check to see if there are updates, but it should automatically do it over the air without you having to do anything. Hotkeys, this is where you can set up the red, blue, yellow, and green keys on your remote to go directly into apps rather than clicking on them and navigating through. This is just the system info, power, and memory cleanup. Every once in a while, if you see that getting high, all you have to do is click it a few times and it will basically take out some of the old content that is still on there. If the box ever does freeze up or anything, all you have to do is unplug it and then wait a few seconds, plug it back in. That fixes any sort of, it's rare for it to happen, but it does from time to time. If it ever freezes up, that's the easiest way to do it. Whenever you go to turn this off, you just hit the power on the top right. You shouldn't leave it on all day. I turn mine off at night and I leave it on during the day, and I just turn the power to the TV off. Just because it's a little bit quicker. You don't have to reboot it every time. But just want to show you real quick. So these are the primary apps. Heat Live is all of your live content. So once that loads, it provides live TV, just like any sort of TV that you would get through like a DirecTV or Xfinity or whatever. A couple of ways to look at my favorite way. I just hit the OK button and a menu pops up on the left. Okay, this is one of two ways that you can navigate, and I kind of like this because it just shows you by channel. So starting up the top, you could do a search. You can add a group, so basically add a category on the left side. These are all of the channels that you get. I think there's like 1,300 channels. History is just the history of the channels that you've viewed. So if there's something that you were watching previously and you forget what it was, you could go here and find it. Favorites, I'll show you how to do favorites and set those. I use this a lot. There's so many channels. I basically set my favorites and then go over to here and then scroll through. You can see they have hearts. Like I said, I will show you how to do that here shortly. National. So these are all of the national, the ABCs, NBCs, your TBSs, TNT, comedy, AMC, all of your HBOs, Showtime, Cinemax, Stars, MGM Plus, everything like that is on national. And you just scroll down through. Local has all of your local televisions, stations across the country. As you can see, at the top, there's Southern California, LA. They basically put them into different towns. It has Steubenville, it has Wheeling, it has Pittsburgh. Pretty much any local channel across the country is listed here. All of your sports channels, Canadian, Latino, Peacock, 24/7 is kind of cool because it has different shows on here, and that's all it does is show it 24/7. So, some of them are current, some of them are older. They have Seinfeld, The Office, Simpsons, Sopranos. There's a ton of them here, and it'll just continuous play. Sopranos 24/7, episode after episode, no commercials. So it's nice. 4K channels, Super Sports. So this is where you get into the sports section, which I like. It's broken down by NFL. So on Sundays, I go to NFL on this selection, and then you go over here, and it has each individual game all day long. So on Sunday, all of these will be populated with different games. Same with NCAA football. You go on Saturday, you go over here, and it starts by the earliest game, and you just keep scrolling down through by time, and the last game of the evening will be at the bottom of the list. NBA, same, has every NBA game, all the NHL games, soccer. There's two pay-per-view channels, pay-per-view, PPV and PPV2. So pretty much any pay-per-view event is going to be on one of these two channels. Sometimes UFC fights are on ESPN Plus. You can see it goes by time and day, and you just scroll through. So these are just other sports channels, Fight TV, NCAA basketball, MLB. So pretty much every game that is on TV for any sport will be on here. So just to show you, I'm going to go back up to national. Okay. How to set a favorite. So I'm on national. I come over to the right and I scroll down. Adult Swim. Okay. All you have to do is you go to you highlight the channel that you want as a favorite and hold the OK button down, and you see the little heart pop up. So now if I go over to my favorites list and then come over, there's Adult Swim. Okay. So it's now there. And these are all of the channels that I have selected as favorites. You can see the HBOs, the Showtime, Stars, Cinemax, MGM, all the different Sky Cinema are, those are like European movie channels that play US based movies. Here's all the local channels that I have saved. So this is pretty slick. Go back up to the top. I'm going to remove that one channel. I'll show you how to remove a favorite. So if I go back up to Adult Swim and I hold the OK button, the little heart goes away, that'll be removed. So let me go back. So if I press the home button on the remote, it takes me back to the main menu. Video on demand. I'll show you that real quick. It's taking a moment here to load. it'll go out and grab all the updated content whenever you load it for the first time after a while. If you look at the top, it's pretty interesting. It gives you like a some feedback if you're having problems. If you see a video on demand, it's freezing or loading or in the wrong language, while you're on that movie, if you hit the menu button on your remote, you can select a different server. You can see that scrolling across there. I had that with one movie. I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't load. And then I saw that and I just changed the server and everything was fine. That's the nice thing about this box. Everything is supported in the background. So there's a group that will go out and they're constantly making sure that the channels are working. Every once in a while, there may be a channel that may not be available, but it will be available after a period of time. It'll say something like under maintenance, and shortly it'll be back up. And a lot of times, if one is under maintenance, they'll bring up a duplicate channel right next to it, and call it, like, for instance, Fox News 2, and that one works. Where Fox News isn't working. So just have to look with that and see how that works. But so you can select movies or TV series. So if I go to movies, it breaks it down. You can see the content on the left. You could break it down by different genre. What I typically do is I'll just go up to search, and you click search and you can type in whatever you want to watch. But they have all the new movies, the ones that are in the theater, ones that are, pay-per-view, whatever, it's all on here. If I hit the back button and go to TV series, same, any TV series that you would ever want. And this includes all Netflix stuff too. You can go on here and find. So I'm going to go actually back to the main menu and show you Heat Ultra. So this is pretty slick. It also breaks it down by movies and TV series. And it's basically all of the streaming services. So it's just taking a minute here to load. I haven't looked at this in a while. So if I go to TV series, click on that, you can see all the streaming services on the left. So I like a lot of the content on Paramount Plus. So you can go through and select whatever shows. And this includes original content. Like SEAL Team, I like that. I like, there's a couple of other ones down here. Mayor of Kingstown is a good one I like. And then you can select favorites too. So if you go up to favorites up at the top like that, those are ones that I selected as favorites, so you don't have to go and find them. Hit the back button. I'm going to hit the back one more time, go back out one, and then go over to movies. These are all the movies. Same thing. It's all selected by, you can select it by, different streaming services on the left. Breaks it down by year, genre, date, whatever you want to watch. So there's just tons of content here. I'm going to go back out to the main menu one more time. Hit the home button and then backup. So this is just a backup. Looks like a new version just got pushed out on that. This is what happens when a new version, an upgrade is happening. It'll be pushed out over the air, and then the first time that you load the app, it will install the update. But so, like, for instance, this is a backup of all the different channels. Okay, so if I hit menu on here, gives you different options to leverage, but it's just a different way. And if you look up at the top right of the screen, it'll show you the speed, download speed. So obviously the faster, the better. And this does wireless and Ethernet. So if you have the ability to put an Ethernet cable in and plug it directly into your modem, that's really ideal. but this does have a very good Wi-Fi connection on it, so I haven't had any problems with Wi-Fi in using it. So no big deal there. But I'm going to go back to the main menu real quick. It's pretty easy navigation, but again, these are the 3 apps that you're going to use most of the time. It's recommended not to really add too many apps to this. I don't know if a lot of you guys have used the Fire Stick before. You start messing with it and jailbreak it and adding apps and removing apps. It can cause problems. I mean, this thing has so much on it already, just out of the box. You really don't need to add any more apps. I mean, if there is a streaming app that you want, that you want to be able to load on here, you can do that. Just by going up to the store and finding the app and then logging in. But as far as troubleshooting goes, it's been pretty simple. It's a streaming service, so from time to time you are, it's subject to buffering. If I'm watching live TV, every once in a while a channel may freeze up, and sometimes it's that channel. So each channel, it may be on a different server somewhere, and what I do is I'll go to another channel. If the other channel works, then it's limited to the previous channel that you were on. So it's just a process of elimination. You may just have to wait a little bit. I always check the internet connection first, make sure I've got a very good download speed. Check the internet connection, check the channel. Then you can always just reboot the box if there's an issue that you can't resolve. And then I've never had an issue. I've had very few issues, but other than maybe a freeze up here and there, or something hangs, I reboot the box, it's perfect again. So I hope this video helps with the initial navigation and show you how to do this. I'm going to put some other videos on also how to set up your remote. And just real quick with the remote, it's a Bluetooth remote, which is nice. There are directions on how to set up the remote to use your TV, also to use any sort of like sound bar or whatever you might have, and control that. The directions are on the back of the remote. It's super small, but I'll do a quick little video. It's really easy. You just need the remote of the device that you want to connect, and you basically point them at each other and go through a simple process to have the VC box remote learn the signal for the device that you want to add to it, whether it's your TV or soundbar. But other than that, I will also do a video on VPN. So if we go to NordVPN, I do have a VPN loaded on here, and it will connect to, like right now it's connecting to a server. You can set this up to automatically connect every time that the box is loaded or boots up. So it'll find a server, connect to it. You grab an IP address off of the VPN service. It basically encrypts, an encrypted tunnel from wherever, from this box all the way to whatever server. So it provides some additional security and some anonymous. You can do this anonymously. The IP addresses that you get from the VPN service, they don't log who has what IP address. So whenever you're using this, it's all anonymous. And it's actually really cheap annually. It's like a couple of bucks a month. But you can check out my other video on that on the YouTube channel. But I'm going to go back to the main menu real quick. Hopefully this, and I'll put a link on how to download the NordVPN in the comments too. But hopefully this is helpful. If you have any questions, go ahead and load it in the comments, and we'll go from there. But hope you guys enjoy this. I hope it's helpful, and really like using this device. It's been very helpful. I've eliminated cable as a result of it. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it as well.